Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 270 Lounge. Tonight we have another Tournament of Champions preliminary final. It is the Vice President's Tournament final between Raymund Baroy and Jeff Ray. My name is Chad Harris. I am running the Universal 270 Tournament Champions 3 event, which consists of 13 preliminaries and 3 champions from the major leagues of tournaments, both RHL leagues and the champion of this tournament. We have 5 players that have already qualified: Jason Casey, Eric York, um, Conrad Scheffler, Nicholas Hong, and Connor Shanahan have already qualified for this tournament. For the final bracket, that is. In this matchup, Raymond is going to be base Teddy Roosevelt, and Jeff is going to be Lyndon Johnson. I, for some reason, once again, cannot answer comments into my stream, so I apologize about that. I am following the stream on my phone, so we will get this underway. Just as a heads up, both players requested 3-minute timers, so this should go on pretty quickly. Give you a quick rundown of the candidates. There's the base Teddy Roosevelt. His only penalty is Old South. 20% swing state bonus. 15 export manufacturing and ag with 10 African American, Latino, and town and gown. And there's LBJ. Oops. With the 20% African American oil and gas, also 10% ag manufacturing and export. He does have penalties in town and gown and Old South. If you guys notice any glitching in the stream, just kind of rewind your video back 30 seconds, and you should be able to get the stream smoothly from there. Teddy goes into the Old South as Lyndon goes into Florida. And Teddy went big time into the Old South. Don't be afraid to put your comments into the stream, guys. Whoever is able to tune in at this late hour. I know it's late on the East Coast. Here we go to turn 2. Here's Lyndon getting that third into Florida. Teddy looking into getting the Old South bonus, and he will get that on this turn. Without any resistance, it looks like. There's Lyndon going into the swing states. Again, usually I like my timers for these kind of matches, championship matches, at 5 minutes. But like I said, both players requested 3-minute timers to kind of get the game over quickly because they're both. I know Raymond's overseas and Jeff is on the West Coast, so it'd be a nice way to get the game in quickly because they have other things they have going on right now. There's Teddy getting into the other Old South states, getting into Arkansas. Lyndon should get a good low spend for both players, and Lyndon gets a swing state bonus. As it looks like Teddy's trying to set up for AA. With then having a penalty in Old South, one reason why you would do that is to try and set yourself up for that AA bonus, which it does have a 10% bonus in. in my editing. We'll keep this bonus. We'll keep this match going quickly here. The only state that Lyndon is challenging for his swing states is New Mexico. And base Teddy is into the Old South uncontested. So no big, huge contending for states at this point. There is another TOC preliminary going on right now, the runners-up tournament, which is underway into the second round, and I have started to. I've sent invitations out for the 2021 Champions Tournament that will be beginning in January. We'll get into more of that as after the turn here. There's Landing, getting into New Mexico there. Another low spin for both players. Teddy gets into New York. So both players building up money early. As I was saying, I have sent out invitations for the 2021 Champions Tournament. That'll be taking place in January. It is the granddaddy of the preliminary tournaments for this event. 32 players. I have received responses from 30 as of now that are committed to play. Um, it will be a field of 32. I'm still waiting on 7. I'm still waiting on 7 to respond back to me. But as soon as the field of 32 is set, I will do a candidate draft lottery, which will be followed immediately by the candidate draft for the 32 players. And then there will be a bracket reveal and the beginning of the tournament on January 2nd. Now, the winner of this match, I will go into the turn here. Big push into Colorado and a steal of Colorado for Lyndon. He gets into Illinois and Louisiana. Looks like Teddy's going for town and gown here. And trying to get AA at the same time. Big push into Texas from LBJ. Looking to capitalize the oil and gas bonus that he has. And there's the African American for Teddy. With I'm looking at the next turn, town and gown following suit. Now, as I was saying, both of these players have qualified for the Champions Tournament that I was talking about. The winner of this match will move on to the final bracket and will not be eligible to play in the Champions Tournament because you cannot have 2 spots in the final bracket. Again, this should be a fairly quick match going on right here. Again, 3-minute timers. Alex Susko in the comments saying a strong start for Teddy. Both players off to good starts right now. Both players are basically uncontested at this point. As I was saying, they are both into Colorado and New Mexico. I believe that's the only ones that they're both into. They're both in Louisiana. I'm sorry. Lyndon did go into some of the Old South, Louisiana and North Carolina there. Pretty much everything else is uncontested at this point. Evidently, I can't say uncontested without tripping over my tongue. Big push in Louisiana for Teddy. Steal North Carolina for Lyndon. That should take away the African American bonus. And LBJ is working towards getting oil and gas and manufacturing. He definitely gets he should get both of those actually. There's the town and gown for Teddy. Then there's the oil and gas and the agriculture and the manufacturing. But even though losing North Carolina, Teddy does still keep African American, which is big at this point of the game. Just barely. You got to figure with oil and gas money now that Lyndon has, you got to figure that Teddy's going to want to close off Louisiana to keep his AA. We're in turn 7 of the match, everybody. This should be a pretty quick match. Hopefully, most of you can get a. If you can't watch it now, I can watch the stream later on. If for some reason for the Champions Tournament, I'm not able to have exactly 32 champions in the tournament, I will be inviting players that are probably the closest to winning a title but have not won a title as of yet. I had to do that last year, bringing Dylan Hales into the mix last year after I had 31 responded that they could play. Here we go. There's some pressure for them there. Teddy goes 2 into California. Colorado's locked in for Lyndon. Teddy gets into Illinois. There's the defense of Louisiana I was anticipating there. Basically, both players getting into each other's states, trying to get some state access. New Mexico's locked in for LBJ. And basically, by doing that, he's consolidating his oil and gas bonus. 4 state groups for LBJ and 3 for base Teddy at this point. Figure the 3 state groups that are left open are high tech, Latino, and export. LBJ does have a substantial advantage in export. I'm surprised with swing states he hasn't gone into Pennsylvania as of yet. LBJ was able to get some pressure more of the old South states, really making to make Teddy defend his African American. But Teddy is into Illinois. That could be a possible play. Less than 45 seconds left in turn 8 of the match. It's been a good start for both players so far. Get through the cat and mouse period. Now we're getting into the part of the game where you're going to probably see some moves made to try and exert their control over the match. Here we go. Big defense or steal of Arizona for Teddy there. There's that third pip into Cali. Big defense of Illinois. Louisiana's locked in. Teddy putting some more pressure into some states there. There's the entrance into Pennsylvania. Virginia's locked in for Teddy. As Teddy looks to get town and gown this turn. Right there. And there's Latino for LBJ. So now it is 5 bonuses to 4, with the export bonus the only one up for grabs. Again, it'll be very interesting to keep an eye on African American here. You would have to figure if there's going to be a point in the next few turns where you're going to see LBJ go after the old South states that he's into, Maryland. He's into all of them that deal with African American. Virginia's already locked in. Lyndon does have control of North Carolina at this point, and Louisiana's locked in. We're at turn 9 of the match. I'd like to thank everybody that's tuned into this late night stream. Here we go. Oh, Arizona's almost locked in. Got to the 9th pip there. There's some defense. There's a steal of Michigan. Big push in New Jersey for LBJ. Ohio is stolen by base Teddy. Lock in of Oklahoma. That should give Teddy export, I would believe. Especially with that steal of Ohio and Michigan. Yep, and there's the export there. And now all the state groups are accounted for, being split down the middle 5 and 5. Teddy has a slight electoral college lead, but LBJ does have a slight cash advantage also. Again, because I wasn't able to pin this in the comments earlier, LBJ is being played by Jeff Ray, and base Teddy is being played by Raymund Baroy. Excuse me. Get a little dry there. Get a little quick drink here, guys. About a minute left in turn 10. We still haven't seen a real back-breaking move as of yet. That's really tilted the scales in either way so far. Here we go. Defensive Alabama there. Illinois locked in for LBJ as the EVs start to add up. Big defense and lock-in of Michigan for Teddy. Defense in North Carolina there by LBJ. Big clash in Ohio. That's vital for Teddy to keep his lead. You see the state groups stay where they are. And now Jeff is starting to build a little bit of the cash advantage now with that last turn. He has a little over 125,000 more. That was a big Ohio clash right there. Now as we're starting to maybe looking at possible ballot pushes, we're pretty close. We're getting pretty close. 14, 21, 29, 49, 65. Looks like 78 electorals are locked in at this point. Still a decent amount of states have to be entered into as of yet. Getting down to a minute left in turn 11. Down to the last 30 seconds. Now as we're getting in near towards the end of the match, players are being a little bit deliberate as you can be in a 3-minute timer game. Jacob Studebaker Ellis in the comments saying it is a quick game, and yes, it is quick because of the 3-minute timers. I'm still used. I can't remember the last match I streamed that has been a 3-minute timer. I don't do. I don't. I haven't done many of them. I want to say maybe one or two when I first started streaming. Here we go with the turn. Lock in of Alabama for Teddy. Big spend for LBJ on that turn. There's part of the reason. Try to go for Arizona, and that's clashed. Lyndon gets into California. There's a steal of Georgia for LBJ. There's pressure to Iowa there. North Carolina's locked in. We could have a ballot turn coming up. Ohio's locked in for Teddy. There's Rhode Island entered into. Clash in South Carolina. I think we might have a ballot coming up, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I believe we went over the 100 in that turn. Yep, there it is. We are at the ballot. A quick ballot forced by both players. This turn will determine who will be the next entrant into the final bracket. Will it be Raymund Baroy, who is base Teddy, or will it be Jeff Ray, who's playing as Lyndon Johnson, as we're already at turn 12? About a minute and a half left in the turn, so it's going to come quick. Lyndon needs a net gain of 25 electorals, which, looking at the way the map is set up, not really sure where he's going to get that 25. Now, it's not like Lyndon has the cash to be able to spend in California, but as far as states he would have to take over, he's not in many. Well, there's Mississippi, there's South Carolina, there's Maryland, New Hampshire. Oh no, he has New Hampshire. Not a lot. Here we go. The end of the match coming up right now. There's a clash in Connecticut. Clash in Delaware. Still at the same amount. Georgia's stolen by base Teddy. That's a huge steal at this point of the match. Iowa's locked in for LBJ. Maryland's defended. There's a clash in Missouri. Started to look bleak for LBJ at this point. Clash in Montana. North Dakota is stolen by LBJ. Clash in New Hampshire. New Jersey's locked in. A lot of clashes here, which is just sealing it for Raymond here. Yep, there's the clash in Utah. Jeff just didn't have enough state access into a lot of Raymond states. There's a steal of Washington for Teddy. And that is going to do it. Raymond Baroy wins the Vice President's preliminary tournament of the TOC, beating Jeff Ray and LBJ 318 to 220. Kudos to Jeff Ray. He had a great tournament. We will definitely be seeing him in the Tournament of Champions. That'll be starting next month. But we will definitely be seeing Raymond Baroy in the final bracket. He is the 6th player to qualify for that out of 16 total. A well-played match, and again, a very quick match, because you don't see many 3-minute timer matches in streams, which I generally would do to avoid glitches, especially when we first started streaming back when we were first trying to stream matches like this and have tournaments like this. But it was a good quick match, and nice job of Raymond forcing a quick ballot there, and then finishing it off. So once again, Raymond Baroy beats Jeff Ray 318 to 220. I'd like to thank everybody that tuned into the stream. For those who couldn't catch us late at night on the East Coast, don't be afraid to look at the stream posted in the lounge. That'll be posted shortly. And be on the lookout for the final of the runners-up tournament, which should be in the next week or so. And then, like I said, the candidate, once that tournament is over, we will be holding the candidate draft lottery for the 2021 Champions Tournament. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. My name is Chad Harris. I will see everybody on the flip side. Take care, everybody.